Hi everybody, it is Nat and today I'm here with another fun video. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my most read authors. So it's a list of 10 authors that I have read the most. So some of them get pretty high. I've read a lot of books from a few of these authors. But this time I am going to be doing them in order. So I'll start at like the least of the most read authors. I don't know. And I'll move up until my most read author. Obviously I love all of these authors so much. And when I was like making this video, like getting the list of my most read authors, I realized most of the time my most read authors are just because the series were long. So I don't know, I guess I like long series sometimes? I don't know, but obviously I loved all of these books, so if you guys are interested in any of these, definitely check them out. These are some great authors. I have read them a ton, but yeah, let's just go ahead and get into the video. Okay, the first of my most read authors is actually J.K. Rowling. There are 7 Harry Potter books. You can see them right here, and I read all 7, so I have 2 that are tied for my least most read at 7, and J.K. Rowling is one of them. I haven't read any of her other works. I know she does have some, but quite honestly I haven't heard a lot about her other works, which I think is kind of surprising. Like, I know she goes by a pen name, but still I feel like I would expect to hear more about her other books, so I don't know if I will ever read more of her books. I definitely want to read more Harry Potter books, so I think if I were to read more of hers, that's what I would read. I don't necessarily see myself reading some of her non-Harry Potter books, but you also never know. Wait, and next up, also with 7 books, is Stephenie Meyer, and I have read every single book she has written, and I will continue to read every single book that she has written. I absolutely love Stephenie Meyer, but for those of you who don't know, The Host is my absolute favorite book in the entire world. I love Twilight. I don't care who says it's not good. I love Twilight. It's so good. So yeah, I have read every single one of the books. So all of the Twilight books, The Host, and then The Chemist, her one that came out like a year, 2 years ago? A year ago? I don't know. Her newest one. And I didn't love that one as much, The Chemist, but it was still good. So I absolutely love Stephenie Meyer. The only reason she is not my most read author is because she has not written enough books. Next up, I have 2 authors who I have read 8 books for, and the first one being Suzanne Collins, and again I have read every single one of her books. I read the entire Gregor and the Underland series twice actually now. That is one of my absolute favorite series. I have reading vlogs up for all of those books if you guys want to check it out, because I love that series. Like, honestly, I might love it more than the Hunger Games. They are very different, so it's hard to kind of compare them, but I really, really love the Gregor series. I've also read the Hunger Games, so all of her, I think that's all of her books. Watch as it's not all of her books. But yeah, I read all of her books, and they're all seriously so good. Definitely recommend them. Seriously, if you guys have not read the Gregor series, check it out, because literally it's so good. Yeah, go watch my reading vlogs. You'll really have to read them after that. And next up with 8 books is quite possibly my favorite author. I'm trying to decide right now who my actual favorite is, but that is Brandon Sanderson, and there's actually still a few of his books that I have not read, but I really want to take my time with them and not just like read through and be done with his books. I mean, I know he's still writing, but I want to take my time with his books. I don't want to rush through them, so I still have quite a bit left to read, but so far I have read Way of Kings, just the first book, the entire Mistborn trilogy, the first 2 books in The Reckoners, and then 2 of his novellas. And I have started listening to Elantris on audiobook, but I'm nowhere near close to finishing that. But literally, Brandon Sanderson is so good. I know I'm going to keep reading all of his books. Eventually he will be way higher on this list because I literally love his writing. Okay, my next most read author with 9 books is Sarah J Maas, and again, I have read all of her books but 1, so I haven't read Tower of Dawn. So she has another one coming out soon, so I obviously haven't read that one either. But no, she is seriously so good. The A Court of Thorns and Roses and the Throne of Glass series, they are all absolutely amazing. I will continue to read all of her books. I mean, it's Sarah J Maas, what else can you say? And next up with 10 books is Sarah Dessen. She has written a ton of contemporary books, and I have read all but 2, I believe. I haven't read Dreamland. No, I haven't read 3. I haven't read Dreamland, Say Anything. I don't even own those 2, but I also haven't read Once and For All, but I do own that one, so I will be reading it this summer. But yeah, I have read a lot of her books. She was one of the first authors that I really got into, that I really loved. Her books were like all I read in middle school, pretty much. She is just seriously so amazing. I loved her contemporary books. They are just perfect for teen. I mean, perfect for me still, but like I read them when I was a teen girl, and they were absolutely amazing. And next up with 11 books is G.J. McHale, and this one isn't so much a most read author as he just wrote a really long series, and I read all of the books too. So I read all of the Pendragon books, which there's 10 in the series, and then I read one of the like prequel books. It is a prequel, I don't know why. I read one of the prequel books, so I'm at 11 books for him. But that being said, I don't know if I would read his other works. I mean, he's definitely really high up there in most read author, but it is kind of just because I really like the Pendragon series, not so much like him as an author. I mean, obviously I like him as an author, but I haven't read any of his other works, so I should probably do that. Honestly, I haven't even looked into what his other books are about, so who knows. The rest of these authors are kind of along the same line, like they're all more so like just really long series. The next most read author with 17 books is PC and Kristen cast them as a writing duo, and that is because you can kind of see some of the books here, but the House of Night series, I have read every single one of the House of Night series, including their like next one and all of their novellas. So I've read 17 books of theirs total. I have a few of PC's other books. I just have not read them yet, but they do sound good, so I think I will read them eventually. But yeah, they just wrote a lot of books, and I read them all because I really enjoyed the series. And next with 19 books, and it's hard to imagine anyone writing 19 books, let alone someone reading them, but obviously I have. That is Lacey Harrison, and she wrote the Click series, and so I just read all of the Click books, like even the like dictionary, the prequel, the novellas for like the summer series or whatever. So yeah, I have read all of her Click's books, which obviously is a lot. Finally, my most read author. If you guys haven't followed my channel from the beginning, this probably won't be a surprise to you, but with 34 books, and that is honestly probably only half of the books that they have written, is Erin Hunter. So Erin Hunter has written a lot of books. Oh my gosh. I mean, it is a writing, like, I think it's up to 4 or 5 people now. But they have written a heck of a lot of books. I have read 34 of them, all of them surrounding warriors. I have yet to read any of their non-warriors books. I plan to read the dog ones. I think it's Survivors, and that's what it's called. I plan not to read the bear one. I actually just got rid of, finally, the first book in the bear series, Seekers. But yeah, I love Warriors. It is seriously like the series that got me into reading. So, I mean, the first book that like really got me into reading. So yeah, I absolutely love this series. I will continue to read all of the Warrior books until I am caught up and they don't make them anymore. But yeah, 34 books is a lot. Alright, I think that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Comment down below your most read authors and like how many and why they're your most read author. Like, is it just a really long series, or have you read every single one of their books? I would love to know. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you're having an amazing morning, day, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are, whatever time you're watching this. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!